I'm Ross Nedwick with Van Ahn & Company with your closing comments for March 3rd. Corn finished the week up 10.5 cents, soybeans up 12 cents on the week, and Minneapolis wheat closed down 7 cents on the week. Futures continue to chop both directions here as the fundamentals and the weather South American crop continues to actually increase a little bit in size with most estimates in the soybean side of things. But they are experiencing some additional moisture here this week, some pretty heavy rainfalls in certain areas, and the extended forecast includes more moisture across large portions of both Argentina and Brazil at this time. So the effect that we're seeing on that is a little bit of a slowdown in movement of beans out of the country. At the same time, the longer term expectations are still for that larger crop to play a role here and bring probably a little more negative tone to the market over the longer haul. Next Thursday, we're also be looking forward to a USDA crop report, crop production and supply and demand. Those numbers will be released at 11 o'clock. Over in the livestock side, it was kind of a tough week in the futures market. We had a strong cash trade in both feeder cattle at the sale barns and cash cattle trade, 126 to 127. Some of that did drop down a little bit. We started out 200 dress trade in the live cattle, and that dropped down to 198 a year later. So it did soften just a little bit last day here, but as well, at the same time, we have a big disparity between April futures now trading at 116 level and the cash market at 126. So we'll see next week if packers remain short bought, that might actually play a role in getting the futures to recover. Golden roll is also a factor here this week. Over in the hog complex, it's kind of the opposite direction there. The cash is breaking down, and that's been led by the softer pork loin price or pork belly prices. Loins have been holding together a little better. But with the cash market breaking down, that's converging with the April futures, which has been at a discount as well. The outside markets here today, a little quieter. The Dow not doing a whole lot. Most of the excitement was at the beginning of the week. But again, we'll look into the forecast for next week and over the weekend, see if that changes at all in South America on the grain side, and look for that for the influence. I'll leave you with the disclaimer: past performance is not indicative of futures results. Futures and options trading is involved risk and is not suitable for all producers.